Okay, well here I am on the Airfield Lake. It's pretty busy because the other lake's shut now, so everyone's piled onto here. We've had some pucker weather today. I am going to walk around the bottom lake, the southern lake first. Although there's probably not much point walking the others because, like I say, a lot of swims are taken. But yeah, this one seems less full than the others. So I'm going to walk around here and have a look. We've had some strong southwesterlies today, so I'm going to look and see if I can see any fish up in the top northeastern corner. This first one over there, just through the trees. So yeah, let's have a look. Good, but I'm going to give it 10 minutes and see what I can see. Right, well I've not seen anything, but I've got a good feeling about this swim, so yeah, I think I'm going to opt for here. It's probably pretty pointless looking around the rest of the lakes because it's so busy and any decent swims will have gone. So yeah, this is nice and quiet, just the one other person on somewhere. So yeah, this will do for me if it stays that way. These lakes are all connected, by the way. There's just there are 3 separate lakes, but there's a channel over the back there, thin channel, which connects it to the middle lake, and then there's a wider channel that connects that to the top lake. So yeah, the fish can move between all 3. But yeah, let's hope that a lot of them have moved into this lake, eh? Right, I'm off to get my gear. Well, it's now 8 o'clock. I've not seen anything whilst I was setting up, and I did set up my house first. I mean, it did spit a bit with rain, but not for that reason. I just wanted to watch the water for a bit. And where I've gone for is a couple of spots that I fished, last year when I fished this swim. So the right hand one's 17 wraps, just out to the corner of the little whatever it is over there, spit, and the left hand one, 12 wraps out just the other side of a gravel bar, like a silt, and then there's the first gravel bar, and then it's a bit broken ground. There's not actually a clear trough between the two, I don't think, just less gravel, and then it's another gravel bar. I've gone on the back of the furthest one, yeah, that's at 12 wraps. I'll just put PVA bags out because, I mean, this place won't have seen any bait for 5 months. So I've just put bags out and just with a throw stick on the right hand rod, catapult on the left, just put a few freebies out in the general area. So yeah, that's the approach. Let's hope it works. Okay, well it's just come up to 2 o'clock. I've got my first Airfield Lake carp of the season. He's only a little one though. Just over £13. Okay, come on in. Well, that gets me off the mark on this stake, the Airfield Lake. Not a big fish, but they all count, don't they? Yeah, I've stuck it back out there, put fresh bag, and you know, we'll see what the rest of the night brings. Morning. So just gone 7 o'clock now. A bit of a lie-in. I had a couple of crashes out to my left during the rest of the night before I got off to sleep. So I can't cast over there, a tree in the way. I'm quite limited here actually. Although I've got all that water out in front of me, there's a snag that runs through the middle. Fence, I think it is. You can't go out too far from this swim. Got a nice viewing point here though. I just hope that the fish that show, if any fish show, they're on my side of that snag, which is about halfway across, I think, to the other side. The recast went well, the right hand rod, looking at me where my line's pointing. If I do see anything, then it's going to be the left hand rod that gets moved. Here till lunchtime, about 12 I'm going to pull off. Right, we'll have the rest of this and then another. Okay, it's just come up to 9 o'clock now. The only thing I've seen has been a fish rolling out to the left at about 60-70 yards. The tree was in the way, but I thought, well, I'll have a go. So I pulled in the left hand rod, put a stringer on, and promptly put it up the tree. Well, I didn't, the line just went over a branch. I got it back, just pulled it off. But yeah, so all I can do is go as close to that where that fish showed as I can, which is, you know, 3 or 4 rod lengths off to the right. That's the only sort of clear line of sight casting that I've got. So I've just done that and put a few, stuck a few boilies out with a stick, just scattered in the general area. So yeah, but that's the only thing I've seen. But looks good out there still, so you know, I'm still hopeful in the next, what, 3 hours. So yeah, fingers crossed, eh? Oh no! Oh. Right, it was just coming up to 11:30 when that happened. It was on for a brief second, but then gone. Oh well, I'll carry on packing away. Well, I've got to be pleased with that. I think there's been many a time that I've started on this lake after the other one only to blank. So yeah, I'll be back during the week to try for something bigger. Okay, just been having a walk about, see what swims are free. It's Friday the 12th of April, just come up to 5 o'clock. Got myself until tomorrow lunchtime. And the warm weather has arrived. It's been about 18 degrees today. Lovely. We've had tons of rain during the week and that, but today it's been nice and warm and sunny. So yeah, I'm going to have a bit of a drive and see what's free around the other side. Water level's well up. If you hooked into one, you'd have to wade out there quite a bit to land it. Yeah. Do you know what? I think that swim that I fished last week is calling me again. Yeah. That's a lot of hassle to fish that swim. And apparently, well, there's been a lot of weed growth in the since it closed. Started nurturing the weed in here towards the end of last year, and it's apparently gone mental, so I'd have to do a lot of leading about to find out where it is. And yeah, it's a Friday night. That's a better job done on a Saturday afternoon, you know, if I do a Saturday night when I've got plenty of time. But yeah, I think I'm just going to drive up the end, have a look up there, but failing that, I think it's going to be back down onto the bottom lake, the South Lake. Yeah, I like the look of this. Stand there for a minute, see if I can see any fish, but even if not, I think I'm going to pitch up here. Okay, it's now 7:20, trap set. Yeah, right, well, it's cheeky Friday night beer time, I think, and I'll catch up with you later. Oh. I fear it's got me in the snags, those trees. Oh, it is. Slacking off a bit. Just hope it moves out. Well, I've given it 10 minutes and there's been no movement, so I think it's just dumped me. Right, I have to pull for a break, I think. Get everything back. dumped me. It's dumped me. Morning. It's 6:30 now. Rough night, so I need this. I think I was tossing and turning over that fish loss. Yeah, that was just before midnight. Absolutely built it off. I'd forgotten how savage the takes are down here in the main. They absolutely tear off. Oh, clutch wasn't set that loose really. It was going some, but it obviously just kited right into the trees there. Yeah, recast is spot on though. Looking at where my line's pointing. Not heard any fish show at all. So that take was completely out of the blue. Yeah. Right, I'm going to have the rest of this, another couple more probably, and then hope that I can redeem myself with another take. Right, well it's warming up, the sun is out, I'm off now to enjoy the rest of the weekend, and I'll see you next time. Okay, well it's Thursday the 18th of April. And I'm back in this swim again. Yeah, it's very busy. The top lake is very busy already on a Thursday afternoon. So yeah, some people have been fishing all week. Yeah, and there's been a few fish coming out. So yeah, because I only got tonight and I've got work tomorrow, this is quite an easy swim to pitch up in and get packed up and off in the morning. So yeah, and I know I've had takes off of here, out of here, and the last couple of sessions, so yeah, going to give it another go tonight. Hope I can land one after losing that one from over there the other last weekend. Right, well the time's getting on. I must have dragged my feet a little bit setting up. It's 10 to 7. I didn't see anything all the time I was setting up, so they've just gone out on the same spots. Most people are on the North Lake, which has been fishing fairly well. I'm the only one on this lake. I've got it to myself for tonight, unless anyone turns up, you know, in the next hour or whatever before it gets dark. So yeah, nice and peaceful at least. But let's hope that that peace is shattered by one of those buzzers going off. Morning, it's just gone 6:30 now. Not a bleep last night, no signs, nothing. Absolutely dead. Yeah, so I mean, I've got to be off to work in a bit, but I'm coming back tonight. But I don't think I'm going to come back down on this lake. I'll try and slot in somewhere on the top lake, I think. Yeah. So, right, just finished his second coffee. Start packing away. Okay, well I'm running a little late. I misjudged that packing up, but that's okay. I can leave the stuff in the car ready for this evening. So I'll see you then. Okay, well I'm back, same evening, and a bit puffed out. Even though I've got a power barrow. And I'm on the North Lake, yeah, on the little island swim, which is just inside the gate to get in here. Yeah, one of my favourite swims this is, fishing them to each corner of the island, 25 wraps. I've had some good hits in there, some good fun. I'm saying that, I don't know where the weed is. I know there's lots of weed over the other side, over where the island swim is over there, the big island. I know there's lots of weed out there. I don't know if it's come down this far to this little island here. So I'm about to find out when I put a lead out, see what's what. Right, I'm going to get set up and let's see if there's that weed out there. Feels alright, not weedy. Oh, there's a bit of weed there. Oh yeah, a bit of weed now. Right. 25 wraps just over the back of it. Yeah, there's definitely weed that side. I think I might be putting them both to the right. Right, well, by the time I finished all that fun, it's 7:15 now. Yeah, that northerly's dropping off a little bit, but it messed up my plans a bit because I wanted to go tighter to the island, and I didn't want to risk my line looping over the trees on it. So yeah, I've stayed off of it, but only about, I don't know, rod length and a half on the left-hand rod, that is, anyway. So yeah, that's okay. It's nice and clear out there. Got bait out there easy. It'd be okay for recasting during the night. I've got my tree line. Don't have to worry about going up the island. And the right hand one is well out of the way. And the reason for that is don't want them too close together, because the fish, when you hook them in this wind, they kite like mad around to the right. So it's probably going to wipe out if I get a take on the left hand one, it's probably going to wipe out my right anyway. But yeah, I didn't want to fish them too close together. But I've baited in between and on the spots themselves. So I've got a nice spread of bait out there. And so rechecking at night, which I will hopefully have to do after having had a fish. Won't be a problem. And it'll mean I'm on bait. So yeah, it's a beautiful swim, this. I love it. My favourite swim on the lake, I think. Yeah, with the sun going down, it's a bit of a sun trap. You can see quite a lot of the lake, of this top lake, from here. Yeah, just haven't seen a sign yet. Haven't had a fish top out. But I'm going to sit here for I don't know, however long it's going to stay light for, another hour. Have a cheeky Friday night beer, watch the sun go down, and hope that one of those rods goes off. Is that a fish on? No. What the hell? These are silvers, I think. I've got a fish on. Just weed now. No. Yeah, still on. Still on. He wants to go around the corner. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, but it just gone 3 o'clock when that went off, finally, the right hand rod, after lots of bleeps and twitches. Yeah, funny, because the takes on here are normally rippers, but that wasn't. It's very finicky. Right, can you behave? Come on. Little one, 13.5 pound. That'll do though. That angry dorsal up. Oh, it's making lots of noises as well. Right. Well, that'll do me. 13.5 pounder. Can't complain. It's a fish. I've put it back out there, and also the left hand one, because when I recast it after having that funny pickup earlier, I was way offline looking at where my line was going. So yeah, they're both back out there. Right, well it's gone 4 o'clock now, just about. I'm going to get my head down for another hour or so and wait for that moon to go down and that sun to come up behind me. Morning. It's 7:30 now. I had a bit of a lie-in till 6:30. And the last hour I've been having a coffee and looking out there at the some fish feeding off the fly hatches, just going around the surface there. Just see the tip of their dorsal and also their mouthing. Yeah, on the top. Fish has crashed just a couple of times out there. Other than that, pretty quiet. No bleeps or anything since I put the rods back out at 4:30, whatever it was. So you never know. Still time for another take. No! Oh. Damn. That's more like the takes you get. Picked up all that weed on the way back. Oh man. Right, it's 11:30, time to pull them in. Well, having had one and lost one, that's honours even with Mr. Carp, but I'll be back in a few days during the week to try and get the better of him. Okay, well it's Wednesday, 24th of April, just come up to 6 o'clock. Midweek overnighter for me, work tomorrow. I'll be off at, well, heading up that way back to the car park at about 7:15 I reckon. But I've managed to get in what is the most popular swim on the lake, the most sought after. There's hardly anyone on. There was someone doing a day in here today, had a couple of fish. And there's someone over the other side. There might be a second person over the other side of that island there, on the far bank. But that's it, yeah. It's a lovely evening. I am going to be putting them out at 23 wraps. Yeah, I haven't cast out, but I've measured it on my phone using Google Maps. 23 wraps to a little cove there, which is where I fished last year. And I'll be putting one at the same distance, somewhere down that tree line, as tight to the trees as I can. So yeah, I'm almost ready. I just got to get my rod sorted out, landing it, and then I'm good to go. So let's get them out there. Well, that took me a little while. It's 7:15 now, but I'm happy with where they are. The right hand rod is fairly easy to hit that mark. Got a very good tree line there. Just aimed down the middle. And that cove, I'm off to the sort of right hand side of it. Not right in the teeth of it, right at the back. Probably just on the edge. I expect to take off that. Especially as a fish just crashed. Just where the mouth of the channel is, just off on this island, on the right hand side of that mouth of that channel. So if it works its way around the margin there, it's likely to come across my bait. So yeah, confident. Famous last words, eh? Yeah. I've got a bit of a sprint to get to the rods. Because this area was flooded. I mean, like I say, I said the other week, I think, the water has been slow to drop in here. It's not been this high at the start of the opening, so it's fairly boggy around here. But this bit I'm set up on is okay. It does mean, I don't know, 5 yard sprint to the rods in the night. So that'll be fun, he says confidently, like I'm going to get a take, guaranteed. Yeah. Right, I'm going to settle down, watch the water, have my dinner, and hopefully I'll catch up with you soon. Got it moving. I found a snag, I think. Yes. Good job. Oh. Wow. What an epic struggle that was. Okay, well this was one fish I didn't think I was going to see on the bank. I was out there for about half hour trying to get it out to come out from a snag. Oh. You are ready to spawn, my friend, I think. Well, thankfully, due to the... Oh, come on, calm down. Because you were sat out in that snag for ages, weren't you? Due to the spawn you were carrying, you're 20 and a half. Look at that gut. Stay down the side. 20 and a half. Quickly to the other side because you flipped a bit quick, didn't you? We'll get you back and go off and get ready for spawning. Alright, good. Come on in. And this is why it took me so long to get it in, this fish. It's got not only my rig there, but with the lead, someone else's, and a load of twigs. So I've now got to try and sort this out. Well, there was no way I was untangling that lot, so I just cut it all off in the end and re-rigged my rod. I couldn't even find my hook leak in the end, it was buried in the weed and the other line. So, yeah, completely re-rigged the rod and just put it back out there. I must have had that fish on at least half an hour. And I tried every angle. I went right up the bank that way, to the right there. And then I just stood right in the point on the corner on the left there. I had all angles up and down, in the water. And yeah, I'd get it to a certain point and then it would just be solid. So I'd slacken off, I'd take the bail arm off, even just watch the line coil off where the fish was taking it. And so I'd, try again, put the bail arm on, tighten down. But no, I'd always get to a certain point and it'd just be solid. So I even straight lined it, straight rodded it. But not looking to pull for a break, just think if I could get any give. And I did, I got some. And so I thought, oh well. I didn't think much of it. I thought, well, he's probably not freed it up. But then, so I went out onto the point there, stuck the rod tip, wound, and I got a little bit more back than usual. So, yeah, I thought, right, and I kept going, and it kept coming. And then all of a sudden I could lift my rod tip up and I could still move it. And then it came out to the right there slightly, but it was sort of dead weight. And I thought, well, if I just got a log here or something, you know, no fish on the end. But the fish was obviously well now, it had been on throughout, you know, and it kept taking line, so I thought, well, that hasn't come off. And then I just saw a glimpse of the fish in the distance in the beam of my head torch with a load of rubbish, you know, attached to it. And it was, because it was all bound up, it couldn't fight, so I just pretty much scooped it straight in the net. Yeah. So yeah, well relieved actually, more than happy. Relieved that I got that fish in. Yeah, because I wouldn't have pulled for a break. I just would have left the rod on the rest all night if I had to. I just hope it came out. I don't know what I would have done in the morning if it was still on. And I still couldn't get it past whatever it was snagged round. But thankfully I don't have that problem now. Yeah, I can sleep soundly, which I better do actually, because God knows what time it is. But I've got to be up, you know, before long, ready to pack up and go to work. So yeah, unless something else happens, I'll see you then. Tench. It seems so. Please let go, Mr. Tench. Yes. Yes. Well, it was just coming up to 6 o'clock when that went off. Perfect timing. Nippy this morning, there's a bit of frost here and there. But I don't care. I've got a fish on the net. Right, you ready? 18. Little chunky one. Again, goes for the spawn. Looks a bit prolapse backside. Looks a bit. Coming in. Put you back. Well, I need this. I could have done without those two tench in the night, neatly spaced apart so that I couldn't get back to sleep. Yeah, and I'm running a little late now after that fish. It's 6:45 now, so I'm going to whack this down and start pack away, quickly get another one on the go. So get me 2 coffees, and then I'll be back up that hill towards the car. Okay, well I am running late, but that's okay, I can make up the time later. Right, well that's it for this video. So if you liked it, please like, subscribe and share. Thank you for watching, and hope you're out there catching a few spring carp yourself.